This is the primary line, primary bay of the line link. Each one of these select magnets is a subscriber's line. All of your calls originate here. When you pick up your phone and turn it on, a relay in here comes up, causes a whole magnet to come up, and you go out this way to this half of the secondary switch. From there, you go over here to the sender link. This is where you pick your individual senders. Sender is a unit that records, stores the number that you dial, and then it's used later by the marker to make the connection through. Once you've got the sender, you're sitting here on the district junctor. The district junctor is a control unit for the originating half of the call. Then you go over here to the district link frame, which is a connection between the district junctor and the office link. There again you have primary and secondary switches. Down here it tells you from the primary of the secondary. And then from the district link we go into the office link. The office link, there again it has primary and secondary switches. But this is where all of the cables from outdoors to the other offices or back into this office is which the case here. But all the cables that go to the different offices is distributed over this office frame.
And these are make busy plugs in here?
Those are make busy. We only have these two use. Same way down here.
Okay.
And then from there, we start back here again. That's the originating half of your connection there when you go to the office frame. From there, when the machine outpulses, you come in here on an incoming trunk. The incoming trunk is connected to the terminating sender link right here, and this is the controller. There again, we just have two switches that are open. And that's where the two terminating senders are that we have. From here you go to the terminating senders, which is down here. And like the originating sender, the number you dial is registered here. And then when the terminating marker gets the last 4 digits of your number, then it has the means of selecting a path through the terminating side of the equipment back to the line link frame. And it does that through these frames here. Here's a number group. This one here, right here, is the one that we actually use.
Hey Les?
Line distributing frame. There's the line link locations. Here are the office locations. If you get up there, let me get the number. Now, if you climb up here, you can look down here and see the stenciling. It's not very clear, but maybe clear enough so you can read it. You can see the test levels.
I see some stenciling here on this piece here.
Yeah, but the test levels doesn't say 8 or something like that.
Says 201 OLK T8. Here it is. TL8.
Okay, test level 8.
Okay.
Test level 8, and then here's your trunk number, so I can't see those. Yeah, see, here's 29 and 31. And this is test level trunks. 29 and 31. All along here it says. And this is your office frame. And the reason you got 2 wires here is because one of the wires goes up here to the jacks that go over there, and the other one goes over here to the office frame. But this is where those things are tied together.
Perfect. That makes sense.
Yeah, you have to have some junction point someplace to
Right.
tie that stuff together. Otherwise, you'd have 2 connections back over there on the back of the
Right.
jacks.
This is easier to do it here at this
Yeah.
junction point because then if you need to move something,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
it's trivial.
And the line link locations were all here too. Yeah, there's line links there. And they're column switch and verticals. We've got 2 columns, 0 and 1, over there on the line link frame. And switch is 0 to 9, and the verticals on each one of the switches. That's how the terminating end finds it as a column switch and vertical, and your line choice. You have a line choice, and a line choice has so many line links in it, switches and so forth. Here, however, we only have just the one line choice. But normally you would have a whole bunch of them.
Well, backing up.
I don't know how you remember all this stuff.
Okay.
There's our terminating center. This test frame will test these. And if I operate this, it starts on right there. And it'll run through twice and then jump down to this one. And check that one twice, and then it'll step through all the vacant ones.
And all those are vacant. Yep.
Yep.
So that's the terminating sender.
That's the terminating sender. This half is your originating, this half is the
Right.
terminating. So your originating sender takes your office code and the 4-digit telephone number, and the red light here is the marker.
Mm-hmm.
And the marker is the one that has to have all this information in order to find a path through over here to the office frame. Like this, if I dial 832, 83, there's my 3. But now when I dial the office number, there's the 2 and there's the marker and this connection top path from the line link to the office link.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to go from this into here. If I dial 0, and then 3, you'll see them come up, and then when I dial the last number, it'll jump. There it goes. And that's the terminating marker. Terminating marker then fills in this top path and turns it on.
So functionally speaking, this panel is just a display.
No, this doubles. This was originally an ingoing outgoing torque test. And I'm not sure that it's working. What it does is test the incoming trucks of the other office, and which is the same as the outgoing trucks from this office.
So how is it?
But it has nothing to do with these.
Okay.
These are all line load control keys.
And these aren't even used because,
No, they're
right.
not even used. The subscribers on the line link frames were put into different sections, and depending on whether you're emergency or whatever, you were down lower on the.
Right. There was something similar on the panel.
Well, yeah,
It's also
sure
line
there
load.
is, yeah.
Yep.
So if you had an earthquake or a fire or something, all the people that had rushed over to dial their phones were cut off. You didn't get dialed to.
Right. Because there were emergency personnel that needed.
And they would get through,
Service.
but otherwise they didn't. I did, however, wire some of these here that bring up lights on the.
What was that box originally used to indicate?
Well, let's see. Anyway, go working at night when the light come on there with a very minor line. You could look up there and that would tell you that there was a case of trouble on floor 2, 3, and tell you what it was. You didn't have to run upstairs to take care of
Right.
it. It was right there. That's what it originally was for. And I just wired these in to give you the idea of what happened.
Right. And I think the red flashing light has something to do with the panel.
That tells you that the panel office is off.
We were wondering what that was.
Yeah, if you see that blinking up there, you know that somebody left the motor on.
I was told, remember to make sure that light is off before you shut the
Yep,
rest of the museum down.
yep.
And what's this one? We never use this one.
Well, there's a lot of miscellaneous stuff right here. This is a 100-line concentrator. Which means if you go over to the line link frame, you can see it bring up each one of the whole new section.
I'm gonna go do that.
You're recording the noise too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. When it's in service, it steps through all the subscriber line locations. And we've only got just a couple of frames with our. That's what we're checking. This checks the individual district junctors.
Right. How would you operate this?
Well, it's all set up so you just throw the key. And it's stepping over the busy districts.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to an idle one, it'll stop and start running the test. We have to get up to 2 and 3 here first. Or 2 and 0.
And now it's actually running the test.
Now it's actually running the test, yeah.
And what is it testing for?
just to make sure the thing operates in this situation. There you have a whole bunch of different test routines that you could put on it when it was working, but it's only arranged right now for what we have set up on it. But it checks for the operation of some of the relays and just make sure that it works. There it's stepped off onto the 21st. There's 4 districts in the 200 group, and there's 4 districts in the 300 group.
So it'll go through all 8 of them.
Go through 8 of them, yeah.
And if you stop it in mid-test, last time I did that, it kept a sender busy. Though maybe it was... I don't know. Maybe it didn't.
It shouldn't have if you shut it off.
Yeah.
It should release it right there. Once it's tested it, it should stop.
Do you have to clear it out?
It should clear itself there. So there, now it's stopped. It's still set up on that one district, but the machine is actually shut off. But if I wanted to start it again, this is a repeat twice. This is to repeat continually on the same district. This one here repeats it twice on one district and then steps to the next one.
And then it repeats twice on that one?
Right? Mm-hmm. 2 of them. And there again, this is a repeat, continual repeat. This one is repeat twice and then step to the next one. And then you can set up any number you want the sender ought to take.
And this is the dial pulse senders, right?
Well, they're multi-frequency, actually, input and output.
Okay.
But this is where you test it.
So you'd set up the numbers on the top there.
Now, up over here, we've got 832, and then we can dial any number here. It doesn't make any difference whether it's a working number or not. The sender will still process it. Of course, these and a couple of these need to be operated in order for it to function. This is probably the most important.
What's that one?
Well, it's the speed if you dial.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
But in most cases here, it's the red ones that need to be operated to make it do its thing. There is a case of trouble in this. It fails sometimes on the right there. On the station. I haven't had a chance to look into it yet. And it does it on both senders, which tells me that it's in the test frame, not the sender.
So this is indicating
That's the location of the sender
Okay.
up there on the crossbar. So
Uh-huh. What are these two indicating here?
all of these, that shows you that it's the, up there is the location on that switch.
Okay, so that's these 3 rows tell you the location.
Yep. This here and that's a failure there.
Yep. And if you were to clear it and shut it off. Okay.
This says the center make busy. These are all the originating senders that we had when this thing was actually working.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we're just using these 2 right here. We don't use O, but 1 and 2 we do. Right there. And if you want to make it busy, you just take one of these make busy plugs and stick it in the hole.
And those push-pull buttons, do they do anything?
They do. If the thing sticks during a call for some reason or another, and the light comes on showing busy, it should release it by pushing that in.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you have to go back and pull it down.
Yeah, you'll have to show me how to release a stuck sender at some point.
Well, this is supposed to do it,
Yeah.
but sometimes it doesn't. So.
What's
And these are your permanent signal trunks. We've only got 1 or 2 down there. But like if I took a phone off of a hook, after it timed out, one of these would come in. And then you could take this cord and plug into it. And if you throw this key up like that, it puts a howler on the line so that wakes up whoever to tip the phone.
What's this here?
Well, night alarm, none of that is hooked up.
Okay.
None of this is hooked up either. The only 2 things working here is here and here.
Okay.
And you should be able to plug this into a permanent signal and talk to whoever is on the line. I'll go trip this thing and then you can actually see it.
There's the permanent signal alarm.
I don't know this came in. Yeah, that's the alarm you get. And then if you, and if you plug in there, it shuts the alarm off. And then if you put the howler in it, yeah,
Oh, I can hear it. Yep.
or if you want to talk to the person, you just do that.
Hang up your phone.
Yeah, hang up your phone, that's right. And if you pull it out, and as long as it's off the hook, it'll still stay there, even though it killed the alarm.
But that's how you address the alarm, is by plugging
Yeah, right.
plugging in.
Yeah. This tells you that they didn't hang it up yet.
Yeah.
This is the trunks, outgoing trunks. All of the outgoing trunks from this office back into this office or to another office. The trunks that are connected are right here. And they're connected according to test levels. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. and we've got two trunks going to where all of the different connections that we have up. Here's the 832, there's the 232, and here's some, I can't read them anymore.
There's a 722 there.
Yeah, okay, that's the panel.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, these are the trunks, right, the two trunks.
So how would you operate this? You have to plug in.
Well, if you want to test them, you use this card, which is in the T1, and then you set this thing up on multi-freak. You plug this into a trunk, and I've got 8320103. So that's back into here. And then if I operate this key, you'll hear it dial. And it should ring the phone on you. Okay. So you know that one is working. Same way with this one. And now if I dial this 115, we're still 2 because this is 832 and that's 232.
Mm-hmm.
So if I plug it up in here at 232, it should dial over there. That one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. That sounds better. I heard it, but
Yeah, I heard it go through, but it didn't. I don't know. Could be a register over there that's giving me trouble. But anyway, those are the trunks up here to the number 5. And the 722 is a panel and the others too. And this is where they look at. They have a pattern that laid out the cable in over there on the office frame. And this is how you find those by the test levels, 4, 2, 4, 6, and 8. And you find these by trunk. And look here, that's trunks 9 and 11. And down here it's 29 and 31.
so you can find these appearances.
Yeah, over on the LDF. That's where they're cross-connected.
The LDF.
Yeah, the line distributing. Yeah, well, here, well, I don't want to take you over there and show you.
Sure.